Let me say this loud and clear, because it could genuinely save your life. If you're over the age of 60, you should not be showering early in the morning, especially not right after waking up. That habit could drastically increase your risk of something terrifying: a brain hemorrhage. As a brain doctor, I've seen far too many older adults rushed into the ER, bleeding inside their brain, all because they stood under a stream of hot water just minutes after getting out of bed. Sounds absurd, right? It's not, and I'll explain exactly why in a moment. This isn't fear-mongering. This is physiology. In the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking up, your body goes through a fragile transition. Your blood vessels are tighter. Your brain is adjusting from slow nighttime circulation to daytime alertness. And your blood pressure? It's often spiking, then dropping, then spiking again. And I'm sorry to say, but that's a perfect storm for seniors like you who don't even know when to shower. Let me tell you what really happens. When you step into a hot shower during this already unstable period, the rapid heat exposure causes your blood vessels to suddenly dilate, including the delicate arteries in your brain. For someone under 40, that's usually not a problem. But for someone over 60, especially with high blood pressure or vascular weakness, it can be catastrophic. That sudden expansion can, and sometimes does, rupture a weakened vessel, triggering an intracranial hemorrhage. In other words, bleeding inside or around the brain. And once it happens, there's no rewind button, my friend. So please, just for today, I beg you to watch this video till the end. My advice has saved multiple lives and will surely do yours as well if you consider listening to what I say for the next few minutes. I'm not saying every morning shower leads to a stroke, but the timing matters. And the early morning, especially within 30 minutes of waking, is the most dangerous time of the day for many seniors to take a hot shower. So here's what I tell my patients. Give your body at least 45 minutes after waking before stepping into the shower. Use lukewarm water, especially if you're on blood pressure meds. Sit for a few minutes, hydrate, let your system adjust, then go. I want to hear from you. What time do you usually shower? Be honest, drop it in the comments. You might be surprised how many others are doing the same thing. And if you're already learning something new here, hit that subscribe button. I post daily, breaking down real medical science into clear, life-saving advice for people over 60. Also, give this video a like if it made you rethink your routine, and share it with someone you love. It could literally keep them out of the hospital. Now listen to me very carefully. It's not the only dangerous time when you should not shower. We've got 4 more dangerous shower times, including one that millions of lazy seniors like you do in the evening and noon, thinking it's relaxing, but it may be spiking your stroke risk. So keep watching the video, because the next one might surprise you even more. And what is that time? Late at night, right before bed, especially after a heavy meal. Now I know what you might be thinking. But Doc, that's how I wind down. It helps me sleep. And yes, while a warm shower can be calming, timing is everything. Because when you shower right before bed, particularly within an hour of eating, your body is under a very specific kind of stress. Here's what's happening physiologically. After dinner, your digestive system ramps up. Blood is redirected toward your stomach and gut to help process the meal. That means less blood is available to maintain core body temperature and balance circulation in the brain. Now enter the hot shower. Suddenly, your skin is exposed to high heat, your blood vessels expand, and your already slowed system tries to compensate, drawing blood away from the brain just as it's also busy digesting. That's a double demand, and it can destabilize circulation in seniors who already have compromised vascular systems. Even worse, the hot water also raises core body temperature right before bed. That's the opposite of what your brain needs to enter deep, restorative sleep. And disturbed sleep leads to higher blood pressure the next morning, which only adds more strain. This combination, digestion, hot water, blood vessel dilation, poor sleep, creates the ideal conditions for a vascular event. In someone with weak arteries or untreated hypertension, it can tip the balance. One of my patients, a retired accountant in his 70s, used to take a long, hot shower every night after dinner to relax his legs. But he also had high blood pressure and occasional dizziness. One evening, he collapsed in the bathroom. Fortunately, he survived, but he left with partial vision loss due to a minor hemorrhage in the occipital region of the brain. After that, he changed his shower time to early afternoon. No more symptoms, no more close calls. So if you're showering late at night, especially after eating, reconsider. Give your body time to digest. And if you must shower before bed, keep the water warm, not hot, and avoid standing for too long. Now I want to hear from you. Are you a night shower person? Has it ever made you feel lightheaded or too warm to sleep? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every one. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, because the next time on this list is something many seniors do after exercise or yard work, and the timing could be putting dangerous pressure on their brain. Believe me, this is still not the worst time to shower, the last one on my list today. Oh God, I wish my voice could reach all the seniors of the world. Because the last time on my list today is the most deadly, while most older adults have no idea how dangerous it is. Now, let's talk about a third time that's deceptively dangerous. Showering immediately after physical activity, especially if you're overheated. This one surprises a lot of people. After all, it feels good, right? You've just finished gardening, walking, doing light housework. Maybe you've broken a sweat, your heart rate's up, and your first instinct is to head straight for the shower. But that's exactly what puts you at risk. Here's what's happening inside your body. After physical activity, your heart is still pumping faster than usual. Your blood vessels are already dilated, your muscles are warm, and your core temperature is elevated. Now, when you walk into a hot shower right after that, you're piling external heat on top of an already heated internal system. The result? A sudden drop in blood pressure, especially in older adults whose vascular systems have slower reflexes. Your body tries to cool itself down too quickly. And when that happens, blood can pool in the limbs instead of circulating to the brain. That's when we see symptoms like lightheadedness, dizziness, fainting, or worse, sudden vascular strain in the brain, leading to hemorrhage. Especially if you're already on medication for high blood pressure, or if you've ever felt faint after a workout, your body is telling you something. You need a buffer period. I had a patient named Leonard, 74. Active guy, walked 2 miles every morning. But he'd come home and head straight into a hot shower. He told me he'd often feel a head rush or see stars when he bent down to grab the soap. We adjusted one small thing. He started resting for 20 to 30 minutes after walking. Hydrated, let his heart rate settle, then showered with warm, not hot, water. The dizziness disappeared. So here's what I recommend. After physical activity, give yourself at least 30 minutes before showering. Sit, stretch gently, and hydrate. Let your cardiovascular system return to baseline. Then step in. And when you do shower, start with lukewarm water. Hot water can exaggerate the shift in pressure and force your brain to adapt too quickly. Now I'm curious, have you ever felt lightheaded after showering post-exercise? Have you ever chalked it up to just getting older? Drop your story in the comments. You never know who else might relate. And while you're here, take 2 seconds to share this video to someone whom you think showers at these times. And please, subscribe. I'm breaking down medical truths that could save a life. Not most doctors do it these days. So far, we've covered 3 risky shower times. Right after waking up, right before bed, after eating. And immediately after physical activity. Now we'll talk about a shower time that seems totally innocent, but is actually one of the most overlooked causes of pressure fluctuation in older brains. And what is it? Midday showers during sudden weather changes, especially during cold snaps or heat waves. Sounds strange, right? but the science is sound. Let me explain. Many older adults shower in the middle of the day. It's warm, the lighting is good, it fits into the daily routine. Nothing wrong with that on its own. But the environment around you makes a huge difference, especially if the weather outside is extreme or if your bathroom is not temperature stabilized. Let's say it's a chilly winter afternoon. You've been sitting in a cool room for hours, maybe even slightly dehydrated, and you step into a very warm shower. Your blood vessels are constricted from the cold, and now the hot water causes them to dilate rapidly. That sudden dilation can lead to a dramatic drop in blood pressure. On the flip side, in the summer, during a heat wave, your body is already struggling to regulate temperature. A hot shower on top of that can overwhelm your body's ability to cool down, causing headaches, dizziness, and in rare cases, even vascular stress in the brain. But here's where it gets even more dangerous. Many seniors shower midday when no one else is home. If something goes wrong, a fainting episode, a slip, a sudden collapse, help might not arrive for hours. And with something like a brain hemorrhage, minutes matter. I once treated an elderly woman who showered daily at 2 p.m. sharp. But one day during a winter cold snap, she fainted in the shower. Her daughter found her hours later. She survived, but had lasting weakness in one side of her body due to a small brain bleed caused by the fall. What made it worse? She was on a diuretic for blood pressure, slightly dehydrated, and didn't eat lunch that day. A perfect storm. So here's the safer approach. If you're showering midday, make sure your environment is stable. Warm the bathroom in winter, cool it in summer. Drink water before you shower. Let someone know you're getting in, especially if you live alone. Avoid showering at the exact time of peak heat or cold outdoors. Now tell me, do you shower at the same time every day? Have you ever felt a little off during extreme weather? Drop your experience in the comments and hit that subscribe button. Because in the final section coming up, we're going to talk about one timing mistake seniors make that's so subtle, so habitual. They never see it coming. We've covered 4 critical times when seniors should avoid showering: early morning after waking, late night after eating, immediately after exercise, and during weather extremes. But now we've reached shower time number 1. And as I said earlier in this video, it's the most risky one. This one isn't about the time on the clock. It's about your internal state. Showering while feeling lightheaded, weak, or after skipping meals. Let me be blunt. If you're feeling tired, slightly dizzy, or you haven't eaten in hours, the last thing you should do is step into a hot shower. Here's why. When your body is low on fuel, meaning you've skipped a meal, haven't hydrated, or haven't slept well, your blood sugar and blood pressure are already unstable. Your brain is operating in an energy-deprived state, trying to keep you upright and alert. Now, throw in a sudden change in body temperature, standing for long periods, and steam-induced vasodilation from a hot shower. And it's a recipe for a vascular crash. In seniors, this can result in a sudden drop in blood pressure, loss of consciousness, or fainting. And in rare but real cases, a ruptured blood vessel in the brain, also known as a hemorrhagic stroke. It doesn't matter if it's 8 a.m., 2 p.m., or 9 p.m. If your body is undernourished or overstressed, it is not equipped to handle the cardiovascular shock of a hot shower. This is especially true for seniors who take diuretics or blood pressure meds, skip breakfast or dinner, live alone, and shower on autopilot, no matter how they feel. I had a patient, Harold, 78 years old. On a Sunday morning, he skipped breakfast, took his BP meds, felt a little lightheaded, but decided to shower anyway. Halfway through, he blacked out. His wife heard the fall. He was lucky. A minor subdural bleed and a concussion, but he recovered. We traced it back to that combination. No food, medication in his system, slight dehydration, and a hot shower. So here's my advice. If you ever feel even slightly off, sit down, drink a glass of water, and wait at least 30 minutes before showering. Better yet, eat something light first. Your body doesn't need to power through. It needs stability. Especially when you're over 60, every choice you make that impacts your circulation, temperature, or hydration level has a ripple effect. Now I want to ask you, have you ever showered while feeling a bit dizzy or weak? How did it go? Share your experience in the comments. You might help someone realize they've been ignoring a warning sign. Now don't leave the video yet. Let me wrap this up with a full recap, plus the safe shower habits every senior should start adopting, starting today. Keep watching. The final part will provide you with the solutions. Firstly, here's a quick recap of what we've learned in this video. Number 5. Showering right after waking up. Your blood pressure is unstable, your vessels are constricted, and hot water creates a rapid shift that can overwhelm your system. Number 4. Showering right before bed, especially after eating digestion, diverts blood flow, and hot water before sleep can spike your heart rate and disrupt circulation to the brain. Number 3. Showering immediately after physical activity. You're already overheated. Add hot water and your blood vessels overcompensate, sometimes with serious consequences. Number 2. Showering midday during extreme weather changes. Sudden cold to hot or heat-on-heat exposure can throw off vascular regulation, especially if you live alone and no one's around if something goes wrong. Number 1. Showering when you feel weak, dizzy, or haven't eaten. This is a hidden danger zone. An underfueled brain can't handle sudden temperature or pressure shifts. And that's where collapses and bleeds happen. Now, here's the important part. It's not about never showering. It's about when and how. Here are 5 safe shower habits I give all my patients over 60. 1. Wait 30 to 45 minutes after waking before you shower. Let your system stabilize. 2. Never shower on an empty stomach. Eat something light or hydrate beforehand. 3. Cool down after physical activity. Rest, drink water, let your heart rate settle before showering. 4. Keep water warm, not hot. Scalding showers are a major trigger for blood pressure swings. 5. Let someone know when you're showering, especially if you live alone. A simple check-in text can make a world of difference. I want you to treat your daily habits with the same seriousness as your prescriptions, because timing matters, not just what you do, but when you do it. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 risky shower times have you been doing without even realizing it? Drop it in the comments. Be honest. You never know who you might help by sharing. And if this video opened your eyes or made you think twice, hit the like button and share this with a sibling, parent, or friend who showers daily without giving it a second thought. More importantly, subscribe. I create these videos every week to give you the truth. Your regular doctor might never have time to explain, because your health, your brain, is too important to leave to chance. You're not fragile. You're not weak. But at this age, your body plays by different rules. And I'm here to help you learn them. Stay smart, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.